Good morning. Welcome to Family Sunday School, our first week in the new session. It's called an illustrated invitation, an invitation for families to learn together. We are going to be going through the Bible, right now in the Old Testament, later on in the New Testament, and picking up stories about invitation. So today's story is from Genesis 12, verse 1 through 3, and chapter 15, and verse 1, and then 5 through 6. God said to Abram, "Leave this place, your land. Leave these people, your family and friends. Leave the house where you grew up and follow me somewhere new. I'll show you the place. From you a great nation will come, and I will bless you. Your name will be known, and you'll be a blessing. And whoever helps you flourish, I'll do the same for them. And if anyone curses you, they'll be cursed. Everyone all over the earth will be blessed through you." And then later in a vision, Abram heard God promising him, "Don't be afraid, Abram. I'm your shield, your protector. Good things are coming your way." Then God invited Abram outside and told him, "Look up at the stars in the sky. Count them. Can you do it?" And God said, "Abram, your family will be as many as the stars." So the people will be as many as the stars. And Abram trusted in God's promise, and God recognized Abram's goodness. So these coloring pages that I'm kind of flipping through as I tell the story are on the Facebook website or Facebook site, and these are story cards, and they tell the story. And this is just a closing page, blessing, and that all of the people holding up the blessing sign. "And all the people on the face of the earth will be blessed through you," through Abram. So with these story cards, I encourage you to color them if you want. If you're not a colorer, that's okay. But then take the pages and mix them up, and then challenge one another to put them in order of the story. Okay, as you tell the story. So God invites Abram and Sarai, his wife, to leave everything they know. So that's number one. And then God promises that through Abram and Sarai's family, all people on earth will be blessed. And then God calls Abram outside to look at the stars and imagine his descendants. Over the years, they'll be all over the world. And then Abram trusts God's promises. And then the last one is that we're a blessing. Okay? So that is our lesson for this week, our story time. And let's imagine we are Abram and Sarai. And how would we feel if God told us we needed to leave our home and to go to a new place we had never been before? How would you feel? And when have you had to leave something or someone that you loved? Has that ever happened to you? These are a few discussion questions you can have when you're reviewing the story. And Can you think of a time that you had to trust God while doing something new? I have. I'm sure you have too. So talk amongst your family members and review the story and the story cards. Enjoy the coloring, and come and see me in a few minutes for our activity. We're going to do some stargazing and scrapbooking, and you know Miss Lisa loves her scrapbooking. So we'll see you in a little bit. Bye for now. Hi everyone, Miss Lisa here, and this is Family Sunday School, our illustrated invitation for families, week 1. And with our activity, I suggest that maybe we take some time to tell family history. How fun is that? So talk to your parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, get some family history. Where do your family come from? What have their names, loves, hopes, and dreams been? What journeys have they made? And maybe there are old photos, letters, maps, journals, or other mementos that help you tell the story. Look at some old photo albums, scrapbooks, and I think a lot of you know that Miss Lisa is an avid scrapbooker, and so I just brought one just to kind of show you. I'll just open up to a page. This is from a Disney trip from many years ago, and you can't really see a whole lot, but we have pictures. Here's the Lego, when we went to the Lego store, and Main Street Magic, and here's Epcot. So a lot of memories in this scrapbook album. So maybe share those memories amongst your family members. A lot of fun, and maybe create your own little mini scrapbook. And I've taken some paper, folded it in half to make some pages. And then I took some cardstock to make a cover and a back. So I just kind of folded it all together. And then I trimmed it so that my stapler could fit to the center, and then made a little booklet. So have your parents help you with that. And I put memories of 2020. So we'll include some photos in there, trim them down, and make a little mini scrapbook. So that's one idea. And then the story of Abram and Sarai and all the stars in the sky. So a few weeks back we made a telescope. I don't know if you still have that. You can make another one. This is from a toilet paper roll. If I had a paper towel roll, I think I would have preferred to do it that way, but I decorated this with a few stars and a moon with my magic markers, and I taped this. And then on the Facebook group site, I have posted a stargazing telescope constellation cards. So you can cut out these various cards and then look at them through your telescope, and you will learn how to recognize the Little Dipper or the Big Dipper. There's Cassiopeia, Orion. So you'll find those constellations, and you can look through your telescope. And then when it gets warmer outside, this spring and summer, go out and you'll know your stars and your constellations, okay? So I hope you enjoy this time with your family, and I'll see you in a little bit for our closing in prayer. Bye for now. Hi everyone, Miss Lisa and Ginger here for Family Sunday School, our first week of the illustrated invitation for families. So God invites Abram and Sarai. We read this story, we did our activity, and now a couple more discussion questions for your family as you color the story pages, and this is the coloring page or closing page with blessings on it. Blessing, because we are all a blessing. So let's imagine we are Abram and Sarai, and how would we feel if God told us we needed to leave our home and go to a new place we had never seen before? I've asked that question earlier, but discuss that. It's a good question. And when have you had to leave something or someone you loved? Has that ever happened to you? Can you think of a time you had to trust God while doing something new? Sure. I'm pretty sure most of us have experienced that. And is there something you feel God calling you to do right now? You know, with the new year in that, I think many people are kind of more aware and more in tune and listening to what God has in store for us in the new year. So maybe God is calling you to do something. And have you been blessed through other people? And how have you been a blessing to other people? I'm sure you have. Think about it. And this week, how can your family join God's work of blessing all people? Good discussion questions while you're coloring pages. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this lesson and activities this week, and join Ginger and I next week for Family Sunday School. So if you wouldn't mind, bow our heads in prayer. Dear God, thank you for the story of Abram and Sarai and how they followed you by giving of themselves and being brave. Help us to listen and learn what you want for our lives like they did. And give us courage to trust you like Abram and Sarai, so we can be a blessing to others too. Amen. Okay, so I hope you all have a fabulous week and Happy New Year, and enjoy your families and your time together. And Ginger and I will see you next week. Bye for now.